Whoa, America, y'all know it's like Super 2. Baby, if you listening to this, I hope you're feeling incredible. Now, America, this DJ Akademiks and Ye West interview, in this part, Ye is shedding light on his issues with Jay-Z. Ye dropped 20 bombshells in this part, and he reveals why he's on Jay-Z's ass. Ye mentions that he never wanted to have children with Kim Kardashian as well. And y'all, that when he said that, y'all gonna hear it. Y'all dead ass gonna hear him say that. But he said that he ain't want to have kids with her 2 months after being with her. But he does say that this was God's plan. He also goes off on Pusha T. And remember, y'all, listen, the main theme with Ye West and the industry is the ethics. He's talking about the ethics, the way that people have treated him, some of these people that he looked at as family, close friends, the ethics around how they dealt with him. I don't think he was happy about that. And when I listen to him speak to academics, that's all I hear. Ye did not like the ethics around how he was treated. And when he mentions Pusha T, he talks about how Pusha's response when he was asked about Ye's political views. And he also calls the rap industry broke. Akademiks timed his question so perfectly. It's like he challenged Ye, but he still left room in there for Ye to get his shit off. America, get jiggy with this.
Right, but everything is like, but you offended Jay-Z. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Put it like this. Why? Let's take it to money. How much money do you think Jay-Z make off my catalog versus what I make off it? Next subject.
Well, some people might feel like, like even with the situation with kids, I hear you speak about that a lot. Like nobody really spoke on your behalf. Yeah. But even when you speak about Kim, people might be like, well, you picked her. Like you put yourself in that.
Absolutely, I did. That was my fault.
Maybe they're saying that you don't take accountability.
No, that was my fault. I didn't want to have children with this person after the first 2 months of being with her. But that wasn't God's plan. But my issue with all these faggot ass celebrity niggas is, if you ain't gonna speak on my behalf of the situation I'm in right now with my children or where I was when I asked for the help years ago, don't talk about my political views. Plus your T. Like, I bled for you. If I ask you about me, say we ain't speaking on Ye. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how y'all looking at me like a Vic, because you a street. But it ain't that time no more. I'm the lawyer off Carlito's way. I'm the boss. You niggas is broke. You niggas is not masterminds. And you niggas should never have ever gone with. Look at John Legend, old sissy ass. I ain't never do nothing wrong to that. I changed generations of his life. And they got all that ass hot sweater come up and just wear sweaters in motherfucking August and Barbados. John Legend and Master Teddy, nigga. I changed generations of his life. And they got all that hot sweater come up and just wear sweaters in motherfucking August and Barbados. John Legend and Master Teddy. So, no, they say he smell like mashed potatoes. I don't know where I got this from.
No, they used to be your guy though. Like, so all these relationships, are they repairable? Like even the Pusha, the Jay, the like. There's a long list. Even Carti. Like I feel like, I know you say you want to hurt them, but you might overstep the line where maybe at a point Jay's like, man, I'm cool. Like I think after that tweet, he definitely. And I don't know if these are relationships that's salvageable.
Why would I want to salvage relationships with
to a lot of people?
Why would I want to salvage relationships with broke ass slaves and slave herders? Like everybody. So this is what I'm saying. The Jay-Z thing leads me to the NFL. Why do they want a Drake to be out of there? Why do they want somebody with no hits like Kendrick to do the Super Bowl? Right. This is a theory I had. The people that run the Super Bowl had to come to people who run the music industry and be like, you guys, you're letting your out of hand. Oh my God, that Kanye. Did somebody take a knee for it? Where's he out of there? See, that's the problem. You let them last too long. In our league, they're for 2 years, 3 years, they're out of there. We deal with we got Tom Brady. He's great. We made Mahomes throw that fucking Super Bowl, so Tom could get his 7th ring and shit. But like, you guys at the music industry, you got to do, start getting smaller artists and put them on. We're going to set you up. We're going to take Rolling Loud. We're going to connect them with Live Nation. And then we're going to get a bunch of small artists. And then, you'll be able to make your money off of that. And then, if we take, Carti's doing good, we'll make them take the blue pill. We'll have them rap about skims. And then mention Northwest. We love Northwest. Kanye, don't worry about him. He's a lunatic. Don't worry about him. Does any of that sound right or sound accurate to you?
Now, Ye, why you violating John Legend like that? Ye said, why John Legend got on that hot ass sweater in Barbados in August? Why is Ye wilding on Johnny Boy like that? Some of these statements seem to have rubbed some of these individuals the completely wrong way. And look, let's just keep this a stack. The John Legend, the work that he did with Kanye West, it's like, yeah, John Legend had a few hits after that, but I think John Legend, I want to hear him talk about some of the stuff Chrissy Teigen used to post. Now, I don't need to remind y'all about some of them Chrissy Teigen tweets, but John Legend has took some assertive stances against Ye West, and yeah, we heard Ye West said, he changed his whole life. That's just the fact. But now when Ye says F Jay-Z, I think that's interesting, and that led me to think, with Watch the Throne, who benefited more off of that album? Now, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I think Jay-Z benefited more from Watch the Throne than Ye did. And it's crazy because Ye also alluded to the fact that Jay-Z makes a lot of money because he owns a portion of Ye's masters. Now, the first person that I heard say that was Azealia Banks. And I think we might do another video on that. And big shout out to Azealia Banks too, right? Azealia, she on tour in Europe right now. She definitely spoke about Jay-Z owning Ye's masters already. Now, Kim Kardashian, her whole family benefited off Ye's energy. And every rapper that Ye has collabed with has benefited from his social value as well. These are undeniable facts. Referring to Kendrick Lamar also as a smaller artist, that's interesting. Saying that Carti took the blue pill and that he's an agent is insane work. And notice that Kendrick Lamar is also on his album. Ye ultimately, in this interview with Akademiks, he's talking about the ethics, the industry, the ethics that are practiced by not only the Jewish people that he has a problem with, but also the ethics around Playboi Carti reaching directly out to his wife or his ex-wife about their child, and then rapping about Skims, which is a brand that he pretty much got off the ground. I mean, you gotta kind of see what he's saying when he breaks it down this way. And I think it does show a lack of awareness for how to move. So when Ye says that he was looking for a family in the industry, that should let you know that he take it serious. He takes his relationship serious. But also it's like, Ye, this is the music industry, the music business, and Jay-Z will be the first to tell you that. Unless Jay-Z really grew up with you, like a Memphis Bleak, like a Tata, it's almost like, or even his wife Beyonce, it's almost like Jay-Z, if you did not grow up with him, it's almost like it's just business. You feel me? If you was not there in Marcy Projects with Jay-Z, then it's not that he don't really bang with you. He establishes his boundaries, right? Ye, when he says F Jay-Z, he alluded to the fact that Jay-Z makes a lot of bread off his catalog. And that's wild because I thought Ye got out of all of those contracts. Did he propose that Jay-Z owns a crazy % of his catalog here in America? But y'all know that Jay is a shrewd businessman. Those tendencies, he's not gonna take it lightly to Ye mentioning his kids. And in the fashion, and then when he says F his whole family, Jay is gonna play with your catalog now, Kanye. And I'm not sure if their relationship can ever rebound off this, but for Ye to say, Jay own a large portion of his masters, F him, that's some gangster shit right there. And Playboi Carti, you need to get on the phone with Ye. Because I'm telling you right now, Playboi Carti, Ye is coming to to damage an aspect of your career or damage the perception of you in some way. And ultimately, with Ye, once again, it's about the ethics here. Now, y'all let me know if y'all think that Ye is wildin'. But when he broke it down in this way, now, mentioning people's kids, family, girlfriends, wives, I don't agree with that. Y'all know this on the channel. Like, I don't even really talk about some of that, right? With Ye, there, and I think that there's so much more. Like, there's so much little things that Ye said in this interview that if you read between the lines, Ye is really popping it in this interview. But regardless, this is a very unfiltered interview, and after Ye clarified this, I mean, the only thing I could say is, yo, Ye, these people is not your family, right? Like, you gotta kind of really be very wise with that. But it's almost like everybody around Ye did something that he finds to be unethical. All right, so y'all let me know what y'all think, man. But once again, great interview, Akademiks. All right, and make sure y'all subscribe to the Super Tube, baby. Yeah.